2026. We don't know what it will be with the materials. So that's why we're not doing 6 months free trade. We're only doing 3 months. If it's on land, yes, it's our land. We don't buy, we don't buy. We can do anything. But when it comes to this, we are really, really stuck. Because the bill of quantity they give me on site, they told me it lasts for 6 months. And that is June till December. Are you getting me? So we have been doing so many calculations. And then we also try to, because of everybody know what is going on, because in that area now is already in Banque. So we are putting cost of, we are making it, the house we are building, 2 things we are doing there is that all the house, the inverter connection will be run. The piping, you know, there is something people do. I use my house I built lately, use it as a means of, from day one, I run the inverter pipe. So you cannot, if I want to install inverter in that my house today, the wire is already, I'll just come and tight it, it will supply everywhere. In fact, I run different pin. In that my house today, if I did not on the switch, all the ACs cannot be on. From day one, I did load separation, so I'm already telling people, my engineer, this is what we are doing. So because of this, we also put in minimum of 5 kVA, so the price will be separate. Letting them know this is your price for inverter. If you want, fine. If you don't want, when you get your delivery, you can install. You only just come and plug and play. But if you are installing inverter by yourself, we have the roof we had is 6 months warranty. That's our roof, post delivery maintenance. So the people we are getting roof for, they are telling us that they will maintain the roof for 6 months. If there's any leakage, that they will do it. But when an inverter installed, that warranty is no longer there. Because during that process, they always tamper it. You see how there is no leaking, after inverter go there, they start leaking. Yes. So that's why we are saying, if any clients are willing, we installing the inverter at that period, you now know that whatever happened is on our neck. But when we deliver to you, you come back 2 months later and install inverter. Later you now say the roof is leaking, is no longer on our headache. So that's what we are trying to do. So we are putting the cost for the wiring, the cabling, everything, we are doing it. But then the last one with the purchasing of the solar and inverter, that's where the cost is separate from the building. So it's optional. But we're letting them know, because definitely Ajapata is already on 5K. It's already on 5K, so your rate will be high. And then we that we coming to also look at it, also going to be a service estate. Yeah, now we have tennis courts, football area, play area. We're having swimming pool too, small and big, kids and adults. Then we're having what's it called, gym. So with those things that are installing, it's going to be a service estate, meaning that there must be power. So for you to run the full power session on that place, definitely you know the purchase of your units may not be like the way you're buying in Eco. I don't know what I'm saying. I look at the estate I build now in Landmark. I don't buy my power until I buy power from the water. So because whether light or no light, there is water. It's going to be a central water. That's why we are testing our water now. We're having a central water, and then we are not going to have, you know, there is one thing that a lot of people are doing. These days, after building, you see people consulting their software pit, each house. We are not doing that. We are using biodigester. It's going to be like 3 in the estates. So big, medium, and the smaller. So the smaller will be the collection, then the bigger one. So we are having, if you see height of our drainage and height of our building, minimum is 1.2 meters. The back are 1.4, 1.6. Because from the back, we send the water out. So that is, if you go there, you appreciate what I'm telling you now. This is a dry land we bought in March. By June, everywhere was flooded. Yes, everywhere, even the road. I almost cried the last day I went there. In fact, nobody could get there. So we started filling with almost 40 million, filling the people that receipts. But March, I will be showing people picture, video before and after. I have posted it one day. You see dry land. Payloader was clearing it. Yeah. Payloader was clearing it. That is the land. But you couldn't believe that. Okay, I bought a full 40 feet container loaded with cement. Travel. Before I came back, water has taken almost 60 something cement. The container is still there. I can't. So it's something that we are doing. So very soon we are getting the experience center ready. Also, we look at there's something that a lot of estates do not do. You see people going by in just inside the estate, they're going far distance to get it. So because supermarket, maybe the one, maybe another, so for them we already have it constructed. Currently, we're also using the painting pattern. There is what you have noticed. There is no house in Lekki today that you cannot repaint every 2 years. Have you noticed it? Once you, after painting, you see that white and red. It's sea breeze water. Outside, that is the sea breeze. So, if you come outside like this, in the around anything around 12 in the night, stay outside. You don't wear clothes. You'll be noticing the breeze. After you will see as if your hand has moved in your body. It's normal. That is the sea breeze water that carries out. So that in turn touches on that paint, on that wall. So that's why you see white paint tomorrow, you see red things. It will not happen in Bambi residence. We have seen the cure and then we are making it. If you go to my house I delivered last week, my house I opened on my birthday. So when I was looking at what causes this, they told me, use this particular paint. Use it, sticker, more expensive. You can use like 6 buckets from here to here. Wow. You can use 6 buckets from here to here, or they will give you 15 years warranty. What is it called? Ramitex. You can go and
Gravitex.
Ramitex.
So far now I'm using it in the house. As a strong for
Ramitex.
It in my house.
Ramitex,
It has
right?
a different color, but it will last days of time. It's expensive to do, but less in maintenance. If you check what you'll be using to repaint every 2 years, and then on this one you just go for this option. So that's what I use. So it's going to be something unique. The 3Ds and everything will be shared. Both our brochure, both our spaces. Gravitex. You see, it's not every person that knows it because they mix it with, they buy their sand separate, buy their paint separate. They use machine to mix it. They want machine. They have a roller that makes it. So they will give you the test. Sometimes the people doing it use system to know the quantity. The guys doing it and you see them after they mixture it on their laptop, they'll not come and present. That's what they're doing. So that's why you see everything is unique. So we are trying our best to make sure that we get it and then we are getting it right. So Gambia Residence is our first project where anywhere you notice something that is not going wrong and going right on the construction, please, instead of you to go to the group on social media, please call my attention. I know what I'm saying. It is open appeal. Please, chat me or chat me.
This sign.
Mr. Manifa is not right, this one, so that we